But after doing both of those things, working in nonprofits, working in government, really looking at what was happening where in the environment, I decided, particularly in this country, most of the action was in business. So if I wanted to have an impact, I needed to be in business. And based on that, I decided to go back to business school, got into Harvard, went to Harvard. When I graduated, I was looking for a company that had a couple key attributes. One, I really wanted to work in a company that had some values and beliefs that I could resonate with. And at that point in time, HP was getting a lot of visibility for the HP way, for the values of Hewlett and Packard, for being a company that was not just about making a profit, but that was also about making a contribution. And that really appealed to me. So graduated from Harvard, interviewed with HP, got in, thinking I would go there for a couple years to get some legitimacy, given that my resume up to that point was a little scattered, and found HP compelling in many, many reasons. Found that, in fact, my values did resonate with the values of the organization at that point, and it was a place where you could do all kinds of things based on your motivation and capability, which led me to take a huge range of jobs. So I did work in manufacturing, in marketing, in HR. I led one of the divisions. I moved to corporate. I drove big initiatives like the spin-out of Agilent from HP, helped Carly come into the organization, drove a lot of change, and then ultimately I'd been spending a little bit of time on this area that we call e-inclusion. E-inclusion is about figuring out how technology can accelerate economic development. And we were doing some really interesting work, starting to do some work in Africa and some other places, putting some people on the ground, as well as making some contributions, putting some money in the game. And when we did the Compaq merger, Carly decided we now had the scale and scope to let me focus 100% of my time on this whole citizenship area, which was perfect for me because I was at a point in my career where, first of all, I had the broad business background and experience to be very credible in the organization. So I could lead this field of global citizenship and not be viewed as some flaky person who came up through tangential aspects of the organization, but could work with the various people in the business on their issues in a language that they understood, driving HP's citizenship agenda. And it was kind of perfect for me that having gone into business, basically with the premise that business could be a driver for social change, that I would end my career at HP in a job which was all about driving corporate responsibility, driving global impact, utilizing HP's broad assets. And that's what I've been doing for the last 3 or 4 years, and decided now it's really time in my life to pursue that set of objectives from a broader platform than a single company. So I'm going to take a little breather here, recharge my battery, and then possibly invent some new platform or find a platform that will really let me do that.